Homestead. This morning we're going to look at handling the knives that I forged out. On the first video, the knife isn't showing like I wanted it to, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go through this process so you kind of know what the process is. Later on when I do my next knife, I'll try to redo this video and make sure that it shows a little more up close and personal to what I'm doing. So we're going to go ahead and start on it and we're going to see how it goes. All right, we get this put on here. Now, I like to bring my handle right to the edge of this right here and leave just a little on it showing. That's just me personally, the way I like it. That basically gets the shape of it. All right, so I'm going to come in and make a mark here, there, there, and there. When we flip it this way, we put it down on this one. All right. All right, then we got our two marks made, two handles ready to cut out. All right, we're fixing to go back here to the bandsaw and cut them out. All right, got her done. Okay, now we're coming over here, this little belt sander. This is a 4x36-inch belt sander. What we want to do is smooth this down and get this edge here to where it's going to fit flush on the knife. I'll show you. Okay, when you put these two together, you're going to have that outside edge come to, and they'll be fit on. They're going to work on the knife once you get the holes drilled where they fit at the same spot. We're going to drill these out. All right, then you run a long one through here and mark it, cut it, then cut the other one, and then you always want to put them on here and try them on your knife before you start to glue it together. When you start gluing it, you want to glue it. Now, here's something I picked up. You don't want a lot of glue on your blade down here, number one. Number two, when you're sanding it, you definitely don't want to be holding on to a sharp edge here. So I take a little old pencil, just a little number two. I've cut it where it fits right. Mark a space right down here. Then flip it. Mark it on this side. And then take these completely apart. And you can see where you've got that little spot marked. Now, I take this plain old blue masking tape, just like painter's tape, and I put it right on that mark. And there you go. So when you're smoothing your handle off, you're holding onto the tape, not holding the sharp edge, because if it jerks, it'll cut you. All right, we're going to do the same thing on this one. We're going to do it just exactly like we did that one. We're going to stop there, and then I'll pick it back up when I start gluing and let you know what I use and all that. All right, we have are ready to glue on everything. I'll tell you a little bit about the glue I use first. This is JB Well Clear. You have your resin comes in the black top, your hardener comes in the white and the red top. Uh, I put equal parts of both. Well, actually, I put just a tad bit more hardener. It recommends equal parts, but I'm gonna tell you, if you put just a little bit more hardener, not much, maybe just a squeeze on it, you're gonna end up with a not a quicker set time, but a harder set time overall. And I haven't ever had any trouble out of them myself. We mix these up with equal parts, and then I've got this coffee lid here. That's what I mix it in. Y'all will see me in just a little bit. I'm going to do it. Once you get it in there, you stir that for 60 seconds. I just set a timer on the phone and stir till it goes off. 1 minute. And you'll notice as you go through, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. Now, when you get ready to put it on, you got to have everything laid out to put it on. I put my scales here. I'll put one going on one side, like the knife goes here. Then the knife goes on that scale. I'll put this one on first, that one on second, and then we've got it on. Then when I start putting them together, now I'll put the glue on the handle, inside handle, lay it back down here, and then I'll run this through the glue and pin it in both those pins. Then I take the knife and I'm going to do both sides of the knife and put it on top of that, run it through the pinholes in this, do the bottom and run it through. Now people will tell you there's no need of having to put glue on your handle and put glue on your knife and then put glue on the other side of your handle. Either put it on both sides of your knife or put it on both sides of your handle. Well, that's fine. You do it if that's the way you want to do it. You'll save on a little bit of glue. This is the way I do it, and as I've told you before, you know, it works for me, and I'm going to do what works for me until it don't work to me no more, or I find a better way to do it. This works good. It sets up. It does squeeze out a little more glue, but you're going to clean that up on a sander anyway. So, you know, if you're getting a firmer fit, a harder fit, and it works, then so here we go. Okay, we got those glued, pinned up. Let me show y'all what I use. I use these clamps. Is what I use. Two of them, one on the front, one toward the back. I don't put the back one exactly on the back. I put it on the inside back of the pin. Tighten it up as tight as you can get it. And then I put one of these on the front of the knife where it's got the paper wrapped around it. And I set it on I got a board, got two of these, just plain old board. You can tell it's been used. It's got glue all over it. It's going to drip a little when you put it on there. Put it on that board, set it back here out of the way. Let it set 24 hours. All right, got the handle. We're fixing to, first thing I do is take the clamps off. Keep the paper on. Keep the paper on here because you're fixing to be taking it to a sander. And as you sand it, anything can jerk that knife. You got your knife on a bare blade, it's going to cut your hand. No question about it. All right, next thing I do is I cut these pins off. And got a handy dandy little motor tool here that works real well. All right, now you can tell the pins are off of it. And we're ready to take it back to the back and put it on the smaller belt sander. And we're going to sand it down. That's some pretty wood right there, I tell you. All right, we're going to get it down to the metal. I'll let you see what it looks like when we get that done. Okay, we got it shaped up. Now we're fixing to knock the edges off of it real good. And I'll show you what that looks like when we get that finished. And then we're going to take it in there and hand sand it. Okay, got that one done. See how we got it kind of rounded off there. All right, now we're fixing to take it in there. We're gonna do some hand sanding on both these. Now, what I do on this is just simply hand sand it. I just take my time and I go over it and make sure that you knock all the rough edges off of it. Okay, we got this knife cleaned up. Now the reason I'm going to show you this knife first is that I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put some grooves for your thumb hole. It'll just show up better on this. Basically, I've got this with a cutoff wheel. All right, and there you have it. You got your little place to put your thumb on there. Cut those out, and it won't slide forward with it. So fits in your hand real good. And we're going to let that go with just a plain linseed oil and wax it. Now, once I put that on there, I'll probably do it about 2 times today. Do it now, come back later on this afternoon, put another coat on, let it sit overnight, put it on the polishing wheel, and then put another coat on. And then tomorrow morning, it should be ready to polish up real good and get it out to the knife shop, leather shop, and we're going to start working on the sheath for it. It will polish up a little bit, but you have got to get these coats in there good for it to seal that wood up. You want your wood sealed up because, you know, if you use this hunting out in the weather, skinning deer, whatever you're doing on it, you want to make sure that it's sealed as good as it can be sealed. Plus, it not only helps it with the weathering, it helps with grip on it as well. And there's that one, finished up like that. Now, oil does tend to bleed down on that some, so when I completely finish with it, what I do is take a little alcohol or fingernail polish remover, whichever you got, and rub it down that handle. Rub it down the blade on the knife. And what it'll do is it will pull all that oil and any excess glue you might have from the tape off of it, and then you don't have to worry about that. All right, well, that pretty much ends this video. Like I said, what I'm going to do is pick up the next video, getting ready for the sheath. I'm going to start off by getting the knife finished. I'll take it over here and get it good and sharp on the thing, show you how to do that. And then we'll go straight on out, cut a pattern out, and go through the process of getting it ready to sheath up, and then we'll be completely through with it. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it. Always remember when you're in the shop, safety, safety, safety. And don't ever forget, what's the motto? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And we can. Amen. See you later.